ושוב שלום, כאן רמי יצהר, ואנחנו בפרק השלישי והאחרון ברעיון המדהים שקיימתי עם דיוויד סניידר האגדי בלרנקה קפריסין במהלך הסמינר שהתקיים בחודש מאי 2019. דברים נהדרים שהוא אמר, אומר ועוד יגיד, ואנחנו מאוד מאוד היינו רוצים ומקווים שהוא יגיע בקרוב לישראל, ואז כולכם תוכלו לפגוש אותו באופן אישי. מאוד מומלץ. היי דיוויד.
All I can tell you, Rami, is that there's something.
Yes.
There's something. Whether it's this old man sitting on a throne, passing judgment on us, or this field of universal intelligence that has as its predominant vibration, ultimate acceptance and love. I don't know. All I know is there's something there that's higher than us that
it exists.
Yeah, it exists.
I tell you to do maybe mine also.
I think it's all of our jobs to some degree, in our own way. You know, you have your, what the Taoists would call your golden path, the set of parameters and mission directives you incarnated for. I have mine, and in some cases we'll be parallel, we'll be side by side. In other cases we'll diverge and go in different directions, and we'll meet up, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Right.
That's how it's supposed to be. You know, it's when we start to cling to connections that need to change, where the Buddhists say we start to have the problems, is where suffering starts. It's not about having stuff or not having stuff. It's about knowing how to let it go and being grateful for having had it in the first place and moving on to the next phase. We don't. We're always searching for a way to hold on, to cling, to keep homeostasis. And homeostasis, if you understand it, truly is dynamic. It's always changing. And that's the one thing you can count on, is that everything in the universe is going to change.
All the time. I hope you're right.
But I think you'll have a good time. You know, you get to work, because you got to remember something. One of the things that separates what we do, and you can, some trainers are starting to pick up on this, but they haven't done it yet because it costs more to do it. Is we do 3 times more hands-on training than any other trainer in the industry.
Oh.
For every single technique you're taught, you must do it at least 3 times as the subject, 3 times as the operator.
Wow, very important.
Right? And if you don't do your reps by the end of class, you don't get your certificate.
And it depends on luck, the one that is next to you.
No luck.
Or no.
I don't care. No, we actually have a sheet that you have to fill in to track your reps, and then on the last day you turn your sheets into the assistants that we have, and they tally your reps.
I see.
And if you have a certain number, then we'll graduate you. Right?
Do you think there is a difference between men and women?
In terms of?
As clients, as participants?
I think
what?
There are certain neurological differences that change or modify a person's experience of what we're doing. But women and men can be just as successful in spite of those neurological differences. One of the big differences, because of the way women's language centers are developed, they have a much richer experience of spoken words and spoken language than men do. So they tend to have a lot more influence that way. They're much more emotionally driven, and so their memories tend to be better. Because a lot of our memory work is based on the more emotional content something has, the more powerfully we remember. That's why women never forget shit. They remember shit that happened, 2 years after, from the day you got married. They remember everything. They remember what you said, what you were wearing, where you were standing, right?
When you said this.
Everything has an emotional component that adds to their memory. The society we've had an interesting relationship. I'm doing my best to play well within the society's rules, even though I don't agree with a lot of them. Society says that anybody can walk into an NLP prac and get certified. Well, I taught this stuff for free. I taught hypnosis and NLP for free for 10 years.
Wow.
Before I ever was willing to certify anyone. I've seen the product of every NLP or certification body out there. I ran one of the largest free hypnosis and NLP practice groups in the world. It's called the Somnambulistic Sleepwalkers, or Sleepwalkers International. And we had chapters in 13 states in the U.S. and 5 countries. And I think Israel might have been one of them, but I know we were in Ireland, we were in the UK, we were in Australia. There may have been one in Israel. I don't remember, and literally what it was, depending on your geographic location, like if we were in the LA area, we met 4 times a month. So every week we were in a different part of LA County, and we didn't care if you had 20 years of hypnosis or NLP experience or 20 minutes. All we cared about is that you had a sincere desire to learn, you were willing to roll up your sleeves, do the drills, and get the skills. And that's what we did. And we had people with, certificate after certificate after certificate, sitting right next to people who knew nothing. And every time, and over half the time, you would ask one of these certified people to get up and do something or to teach something, and they would pick everybody apart when it was actually time to do something. No, they couldn't do it. And so I made a very, very important decision that I didn't want to be part of that machine. I didn't want to be part of a group where I'm selling you a freaking certificate and you can't do anything with it. That's not the mission.
Even not to themselves?
They couldn't do it. They're what I call chronically overtrained.
Okay.
Okay,
I know.
And what and the way that psychology works is, I consider the people. There's two groups that come into an NLP cert or hypnosis cert or any of them. There are the achievers. Yes. And the chronically overtrained. Now, both groups have a tremendous amount in common. Both groups know that there's always more to learn, and so they're always looking to take the next step. Perfect. But, important distinction, the achievers know that they have enough to start.
אז זה הזמן באמת להודות לדיוויד סניידר ולומר, אכן, גם אני יוצא לדרך, ואו-טו-טו יהיו הדיווחים על החידושים המסעירים שאנחנו עושים כאן, שילוב של ה-NLP וגם דמיון מודרך במתכונת המאוד מאוד 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 אפקטיבית. על כך יבואו פרטים בהמשך. מכל מקום, בסמינר הזה, הרעיון הזה נערך לפני תחילתו של הסמינר, הסמינר הזה שבו אני גם הוכשרתי יחד עם 45 אנשים נוספים מארצות רבות בעולם, החל מיבשת אמריקה, אירופה, אפריקה ואסיה, וזה היה פשוט מהמם, מדהים. הרעיון היה בתחילתו של הסמינר, יום לפני תחילתו, לאחר מכן ובמהלכו, תרגלתי עם 44 אנשים אחרים, עשיתי להם דמיון מודרך הרבה מאוד פעמים, בסך הכל תרגולת ועבודה מעשית מדהימה, ובסיום אנחנו מקבלים את ההכשרה שלנו, וזאת הייתה חוויה בלתי נתפסת, בלתי נשכחת, מדהימה. אני מאוד מקווה שדיוויד יגיע לכאן לישראל ותהיה לכם ההזדמנות לפגוש אותו, לראות אותו, להתרשם מן הקסם שהוא מצליח לחולל. עד כאן הפעם הזאת, תמשיכו לעקוב אחריי, כאן בערוץ היוטיוב, באינסטגרם, בפייסבוק ובכל מקום אפשרי. תעשו לייק, תרשמו כמנויים, להתראות.